So hi everyone, how are you? Righto, let's have a look here at how to become a better ball striker, a solid ball striker. I'm going to take you through, a couple of feels here, a couple of drills, and get you guys on the right track to really, slotting this backswing. You get your backswing really in a nice position. You sequence, you balance, your power. A lot of the positions will happen, by themselves on the way down. A lot of people not getting this right. So we're going to be looking here at a little bit of a couple of feels here and the club face control. We'll talk a little bit about the wrist alignments. Can't obviously do it all in one video, but to hit solid shots, and there's not a lot of people really doing it out there, consistent solid shots down the line, you need to hit the ball from the correct angle, get the low point right, and get the face correct, right? So we need a few things, but what we're going to do in this video is, for some of you out there not really getting this pivot to move in the correct fashion so that you can get your body working nicely on the way down, you need to understand that the club face has a massive effect on your balance, on your center of mass and shoulder planes and the whole thing. Now we can use technique, obviously, and we get into technique to understand things a little bit better. Doesn't mean that we have to become mechanical. We just need to understand some of the components and the things that are going on. Now, when you're getting yourself moving the club away nicely, you're going to be controlling this club face and controlling this right hand. Now, if you see that club face there, that's a clock over that face, right? That's pointed at 12. Here we're at, for your guys, from your side, 1 o'clock, from my side, 11. Now, that right hand there is breaking back on itself. Now, if you see the tennis racket here with the bullseye, what we're seeing, similar thing, good for a visual effect sometimes, keeping that face downwards and keeping that bullseye pointed a little bit away from me, gets your wrists lined up beautifully, gets an angle in that right wrist. That's a speed accumulator, but it's also keeping your shoulders moving down and away from you. Now, what are we seeing a lot of the time? We're seeing people lifting up, opening the face, sometimes a poor grip, but what we're seeing when we're doing that is we're seeing the left shoulder move up. We'll see the left shoulder up, we'll see the left hip up, and then we'll see the other side crashing down, high right shoulder, all nasty and not really effective ball striking. As I said, there's not a lot of people really hitting pure shots out there a lot of the time. So what we're going to be looking at in this video is how to go about just feeling this backswing a little bit better. And when we're moving it away, you're just getting some of your reps in. You're feeling like you're actually extending this right side a little bit. You're going to be almost feeling like this. If you pop your hands on the side of your thighs here, almost feeling that that right side's up and this left side's down. But of course, as you turn, it won't be like that. But you've got to get some of your tilts right. Your club face will have an important part of that by just applying heaps of drills and reps here, looking at the club face at that 1 o'clock, feeling like this lead side moves slightly downwards and this right side extends, and you're building, a really getting a backswing. And this is how you can keep yourself really centered and then move into the through swing. Now guys, this is, we've got a series on world-class golf instruction, and it's called Deep to Shallow, and it's a style of swing that is helping so many people hit the ball from the correct angle and get the club face under control. And you can check that out. It's a wonderful platform, and you can join for free, and you can cancel anytime. You get your money back guarantee, 30-day money back guarantee. So there's no loops, no risk. Check it out. It's really one of the most, if not the most, advanced teaching platform out there. Now, this is how we can go about practicing this move. Get yourself set up, draw that club face back, or draw that club back, have a look at that club face, get it at 1 o'clock. You'll see the lead wrist, the move from extension into flexion. You can feel like you're getting a slight bit of right side extension here. That left side moving downwards, and that will keep your pivot really centered. Sets it up to grip the ground effectively and then to move through the ball. Now obviously these are just a couple of tips. There's plenty more information on there on how to go about building your swing and different styles, advanced pitching series. And guys, don't forget to subscribe. If you like the video, that helps me out.
So everyone, to become a good ball striker, first off you need very, very good information. Now, you need evidence-based material. And to start with wrist alignments and club face control, that's a great place to be. it really does set off a wonderful chain reaction on the rest of, or many of the components in your golf swing. Alright, so in this video here we're going to be looking at some magnificent ball strikers, and we're looking at this evidence-based material. Now with your mobile phones, and there's still a lot of people out there that don't realise it, but these days you're starting to see more and more people film their swings. You can get in there and start to become your own coach, but first off you need good information, right? You need to understand what's happening. Alright, and then you need a bit of a plan and to move forward and say, well, I'll work on this segment first and I'll get this part right. And all of a sudden we start to put this motion together where we get the low point correct, we get the path correct, we get the face correct, and then the ball starts to move like it should. Alright, so let's have a look at McIlroy here as he takes the club away, and we see the club here pointed, when the club's around parallel to the ground. And this guy here called Dodge Kemmer from California, wonderful ball striker. I love watching this guy hit iron shots, moving in both directions. The speed of the ball and the contact is absolutely great. And I've had the pleasure of rebuilding his swing the last couple of years. Now let's have a look at these club face positions as we draw a line simply up when the club's parallel to the ground here. We can see this club head really very close to 1 o'clock. Now this is quite unnatural for a lot of people out there, but if you practice something like this, when you start to trust something, you start to understand what's happening, you get patience and you're moving in the right direction. Now this type of position with the right wrist starts to, back of the right hand starts to break back on itself. It really helps flatten out the lead wrist, and when you get into the top of the swing, you may have seen some of my other videos where we talk about shoulder planes. I'm not going to get into it now. Between the 39 to 45 degree area, getting inside the averages of proven movements. Now when these guys bring this club down, we'll see that the club has changed slightly. Okay, now when we bring it down, the club's parallel to the ground here. What we're seeing is the club head is behind the hands. Now this is behind the hands in this direction. Level with the hands would be here, and in front of the hands would be out in this direction here. Okay, so we're coming in behind the hands, but we'll see now that this position here with the club head now pointed up slightly closer, but just ever so slightly on the side of 12 o'clock here. I'll just put that line back there. Alright, with the club coming in behind the hands. Now guys, if you get the club into this position here, if you get your swing geometry right from the front side, from the front view, you're going to hit it really good. Okay, so in world-class golf instruction we have a series called Deep to Shallow, and this is really the one that's deep shoulders and a low left arm plane and some of the components and how to get it in there, and it really has transformed a lot of golfers, and it's something that I've put together over the last couple of years. So if you jump on the side and check it out, I mean there's no loops on the platform. It has really 900 videos in a separate series, and you can cancel anytime, get your money back, so there's no risks, and the community's growing and the people on board absolutely loving the platform, and some really great people joining that coming up. Now guys, let's have a look here at when I pop a couple of lines in, how close great ball strikers are. And the closer you get to these positions, the better you're going to hit it.
World-class golf instruction has over 700 detailed videos for every golfer. Practice programs and evidence-based material is applied to helping you to become your own coach and play your best golf. Join us in the chat room and join the community of world-class golf instruction.
Alright, so we draw a line up here, and there's plenty of apps and things out there. We recommend V1 to get in there and really, have a look at this club face where it comes down. Now you're going to be seeing this position. Now this makes sense to pay attention to. Does it make you wonder where you are, or do you just think it comes from positive thinking? To hit the ball well, it's something really, golf's difficult, isn't it? We don't really feel it. When you stand behind the ball and you visualize the flight and you just hit a big pull hook or a big block out to the right and you don't know why. And even some of the top professionals that I've taught that have won on major tours, when they're hitting it poorly, they don't know why. Now imagine, the normal golfer. But look at that position there. Let's have a quick look at Robert Rock here as we really think this golf swing is one of the best in the world. And if you get a chance to watch this guy hit, it really is amazing. Now taking the club away, we can see that club face once again, pointed up straight over at the 1 o'clock position. Okay, great wrist alignments, shoulder planes well inside the 2 averages. As we get up to the top of the swing here, we're down into the 43, 42 degree area there, and we'll just see this club head slot back down and come in behind the hand. So have a look at that there. Right, and if we get a clock up over that, you can see that club face here pointed just up on the side of 12 o'clock. And this is the place, this is what we're talking about with club face control. Alright, so guys, if you also, look, I mean, if you're after online lessons, you can check out CraigHansonGolf.com. What I do with that, your online lessons, it's the same format as this here. Your swing would be analysed against side by side. I'll show you drills and exercises that we take you through, and I'm teaching people all around the world there. There's some WhatsApp contacts, so there's plenty of questions and drills and and things that you can work on, and really helping people get on the right track. So by filming your swings with your mobile phones, there's so much that you can do, and it's something that's really helping a lot of people out. We do show you, there's all different programs, winter programs, and that's me showing people how to feel things and wrist angles and what to work on. So guys, check out worldclassgolf.com, and if you're after lessons, CraigHansonGolf.com. I really love to get in there and get everyone on the right track to playing some great golf. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.